Shalom, shalom, family and friends, and to everyone else. Today we're diving into a topic that may sound a bit heavy, but it's something that speaks to the very core of what it means to be a true follower of Yeshua, being crucified to the world and the world to us. Now that might sound like an intense call, but let's break it down. We live in a world that is often dissatisfied, restless, and looking for change. People are rebelling against all sorts of things, whether it's injustice, inequality, or just the way that things have always been. But here's the thing, the rebellion that the world knows, the kind that comes from a place of anger or frustration, isn't the fullness of what true rebellion can be. As believers, we're called to do something deeper. We look around and it's clear, things can't get much worse. But instead of just rebelling for the sake of change, we're invited to start a revolution within our own hearts. It's a revolution that goes beyond earthly concerns and taps into something that isn't of this world. Remember, what's born of the flesh stays in the flesh, but what's born of the Spirit is of the Spirit. This internal revolution is crucial. How can we hope to heal a broken world if we're still dealing with our own brokenness? It's like trying to help someone with a deep wound when we haven't even taken care of our own. But once we've gone through this spiritual surgery, once we've allowed Yeshua to mend our hearts, that's when true rebellion begins. Now we all know that we're living in a confusing and destructive time. The lines between good and evil have been blurred, and for many, it's led to a sense of hopelessness. Some people have even fallen into nihilism, the belief that nothing really matters, and that there's no ultimate truth. No real. And when you go down that path, it's easy to start believing that even God doesn't exist. But here's where it gets interesting. Deep down, the soul knows better. The soul can't deny its own existence, and when faced with the emptiness of nihilism, it rebels. This rebellion starts inside, but for those of us who love the truth, it doesn't stay there. It manifests as a rebellion against the corruption and brokenness of this world. But here's the catch. Too many people stop here. They see the world's problems, they push back against them, but they don't go any further. If we stop searching, how can we ever hope to find the answers? True rebellion doesn't quit. It fights for the good of the world, for the good of others, and for the very essence of goodness itself. We're called to wage a revolution in our hearts, to conquer evil with good, and to pursue the truth at all cost. Without this, there is no rebellion at all. There was once a counterculture movement that sought to rebel against the world. It recognized the world's corruption and wanted to break free from it. That's a great start, but it's only half the truth. If this counterculture doesn't go all the way, if it doesn't seek the ultimate truth, even unto death, it won't fulfill its purpose of healing the world's wounds. Take old school punks, for example. They've been long seen as rebels, pushing back against the establishment. But the true ideals of punk, of rebelling against what kills, hurts, and causes pain, go deeper than many realize. To be a true punk, in the purest sense, is to be in the world, but not of it. It's about cutting ties with the things that destroy, and instead, focusing on healing. In reality, The deepest ideals of punk have been around for centuries, embodied by a group that might surprise you: the monks. These monks were the original rebels. They saw the world's corruption and chose to live differently. They left behind comfort, material possessions, and even sleep because they knew that there's no greater suffering than not knowing God. This, my friends, is the last true rebellion: to forsake the world and embrace God alone. It's a call to live in a way that's radically different from the world around us, to let go of what's temporary and to hold fast to what's eternal. When we do this, we're not just rebelling against the world, we're showing the world a better way. So let's be those rebels. Let's start that revolution in our hearts, and let's be crucified to the world, so that the world might see the light of Yeshua shining through us. Shalom and blessings to you all.